Okie dokie. Today, we're going to be talking about another one of the ancient texts of early Christianity, focusing on the Gospel of Philip and its remarkable discovery among the Nag Hammadi manuscripts. Now, these were found in the mid-20th century, and the manuscripts have reshaped our understanding of Gnosticism and early Christian thought. The Gospel of Philip offers unique insights into the lives of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, revealing perspectives that challenge traditional beliefs. So, that's what we're doing. Let's get started. The Gospel of Philip stands as a captivating and enigmatic text that sheds light on early Christian thought and Gnostic beliefs. The manuscript, which is titled after the Apostle Philip, was unearthed among the Nag Hammadi manuscripts in 1945. These manuscripts represent a treasure trove of early Christian and Gnostic writings. The collection consists of 13 letter-bound codices with over 50 texts, and it opens a window into the diverse theological landscape of the early centuries of the Common Era. The Gospel of Philip is intriguing for its poetic and mystical reflections on various themes, including the nature of Jesus, the role of sacraments, and the concept of divine unity. Unlike the canonical Gospels, it isn't a narrative of Jesus' life and teachings. It's a series of sayings and commentary that offer profound insights into the spiritual practices and beliefs of certain early Christian communities. The discovery of the Gospel of Philip among the Nag Hammadi manuscripts has had significant implications for our understanding of early Christianity. It underscores a plurality of beliefs and practices that existed among early Christians, challenging the notion of a monolithic early church. Through its unique perspectives and theological reflections, the Gospel of Philip invites us to reconsider the complexities and diversities that characterize early Christian thought. The text's historical and theological importance lies in its distinctive voice within the broader Christian tradition. It provides a glimpse into the Gnostic worldview, which emphasized direct personal spiritual knowledge over orthodox doctrines. By studying the Gospel of Philip, scholars and enthusiasts alike can gain a deeper appreciation for the early Christian beliefs and enduring quest for spiritual enlightenment and unity. The Gospel of Philip presents a fascinating and somewhat controversial perspective on the relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Unlike other texts, the Gospel offers a more intimate portrayal of their connection, implying a depth that has intrigued scholars and spiritual seekers alike. The text often describes Mary Magdalene as Jesus' closest companion, suggesting a special bond between them. One of the more debated passages refers to Mary as the companion of Jesus, which is a term that has sparked a lot of discussion about its true meaning. Some interpretations propose that this word implies a partnership that goes beyond friendship, maybe hinting at a spousal or deeply spiritual union. This portrayal of Mary Magdalene contrasts sharply with her depiction in Orthodox Christian teachings, where she is often cast as a repentant sinner. In the Gospel of Philip, she appears as a significant, almost equal partner to Jesus, involved in his teachings and possibly sharing esoteric knowledge understood only by the two of them. This interpretation challenges the traditional view and suggests a more inclusive understanding of women in the early Christian movement. The relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene in this text also carries theological implications. By elevating Mary's role, the Gospel of Philip challenges the patriarchal structure of early Christianity. It proposes that divine wisdom and spiritual authority are not confined to men alone, but are accessible to women as well. This egalitarian view aligns with Gnostic beliefs, which often emphasized mystic and initiatory knowledge over hierarchical structure. Analyzing the Gospel further, we see passages that describe a spiritual energy between Jesus and Mary. To give you an example, one part of the text illustrates a profound spiritual connection where they appear to share secret insights about the divine. This partnership can be seen as a model of spiritual unity, reflecting the Gnostic ideal of achieving balance and harmony through divine knowledge. By presenting Jesus and Mary Magdalene as equals in spiritual matters, the Gospel of Philip opens the door to rethinking the dynamics of early Christian communities. This understanding resonates with more contemporary views that seek to integrate gender equality into spiritual and religious practice. It redefines sacred relationships, suggesting that divine revelation and enlightenment can thrive in a union of partners, each contributing equally to the spiritual journey. By presenting Mary Magdalene as an essential figure in Jesus' life and teachings, the Gospel of Philip upends centuries of theological convention. This alternative viewpoint can have profound implications for both historical and modern Christian thought. Historically, it forces us to reconsider the sources and intentions behind the canonical Gospels, and the formation of early Christian doctrine. Modern believers might find in this text a call to reevaluate the role of women in the church today, advocating for more inclusive practices. The Gospel of Philip's portrayal encourages a broader understanding of divine love and human relationships. It suggests that spiritual connection transcends traditional gender roles and societal norms, emphasizing unity and mutual respect. This perspective may inspire contemporary Christian communities to foster relationships based on equality and partnership rather than hierarchy. One of the more interesting features of the Gospel of Philip is its unique perspective on sacraments, rituals that are deeply significant in various religious traditions. The Gospel of Philip offers a distinct Gnostic interpretation, bringing a different layer of meaning to these sacred rites. Among these sacraments, the one that stands out the most in the Gospel of Philip is the bridal chamber. This isn't just any ritual, it holds a special place in Gnostic belief. The term bridal chamber invokes the imagery of a sacred union and points to a profound theological concept within Gnosticism. Unlike traditional Christian views, which often focus on sacraments as external rites of passage, the Gnostic perspective examines their spiritual symbolism. The bridal chamber, according to the Gospel of Philip, represents more than a ritualistic act. It symbolizes the union of the soul with the divine. This union brings spiritual enlightenment and moves the soul closer to divine unity. It's a concept that transcends the physical act and reaches into the depths of spiritual transformation. In Gnostic thought, the bridal chamber is the ultimate sacrament. It signifies becoming one with the divine through the mystical marriage of the soul and the spirit. The Gospel of Philip suggests that this union restores what was lost in the separation of the soul from the divine source. It portrays the bridal chamber as a sacred space where the divine and human realms intersect, leading to a form of spiritual rebirth. What's truly fascinating is that the Gospel of Philip appears to draw a direct connection between these sacraments and the original state of divine unity. It carries the idea that through these rituals, especially the bridal chamber, one can achieve a return to the fullness of the divine, a state sometimes referred to as pleroma in Gnostic terminology. This return to divine unity is seen as a state of completeness, a restoration of the original divine harmony that existed before the fall of the soul into the material world. These perspectives offer a profound take on sacraments. Instead of being mere formalities, they are viewed as profound spiritual practices that lead to enlightenment and unity with the divine. This understanding challenges more orthodox views, which often perceive sacraments as symbolic gestures. For Gnostics, they are transformative experiences that have the power to change one's spiritual state. Emphasis on spiritual enlightenment and divine unity in the Gospel of Philip offers a wide range of ideas for those studying early Christian and Gnostic beliefs. It invites us to look beyond the surface of religious rituals and seek their inner meanings and implications for our spiritual journey. The Gnostic views on sacraments, especially the bridal chamber as detailed in the Gospel of Philip, provide a unique perspective that enriches our understanding of early spiritual practices, and through these reflections we gain insight into how these ancient texts sought to guide individuals on a path toward a deeper and more intimate connection with the divine. The Gospel of Philip presents a fascinating contrast between Gnostic beliefs and Orthodox Christian teachings. Gnosticism, which flourished in the early centuries of Christianity, emphasizes secret knowledge as the path to spiritual enlightenment, which is different from the more public and communal teachings of Orthodox Christianity. This distinction is vividly illustrated in the Gospel of Philip, especially in his views on sacraments and the nature of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. One of the core contrasts lies in the concept of sacraments. Orthodox Christianity views sacraments like baptism and the Eucharist as visible signs of inward grace, essential for salvation and practiced within a community of believers. The Gnostics, however, saw these rituals quite differently, and sacraments were mystical rites aimed at achieving spiritual enlightenment and transcending earthly existence. These rites were seen as secretive and personal and meant to restore divine unity that had been lost. The influence of the Gospel of Philip on early Christian practices can also be traced. Early Christian communities were diverse, with various beliefs and practices coexisting. The ideas from the Gospel of Philip and other Gnostic texts likely contributed to a wide range of early Christian thought and practice. However, as the orthodoxy solidified its doctrines, many Gnostic beliefs were deemed heretical and suppressed. In modern times, the rediscovery of the Nag Hammadi manuscripts, which include the Gospel of Philip, has reignited interest in these alternative Christian narratives. For many, these texts offer a different perspective on spirituality and the nature of divine experience, prompting a reevaluation of traditional Christian teachings. This ongoing exploration continues to impact modern spiritual thought, providing a broader context for understanding the diversity and richness of early Christian spirituality. The Gospel of Philip's theological implications highlight the contrast between Gnostic and Orthodox Christian beliefs, the role of sacraments, and the perceptions of key biblical figures like Jesus and Mary Magdalene. These ideas not only influenced early Christian practices, they continue to shape modern spiritual explorations and discussions. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening. If you like it, hit that subscribe button for us. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.